season ahead. It's the Lions going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he is knocked down from the side. Right around the 26. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So second and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Stanford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Kerry Hyder in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Trubisky. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Stafford gives to Abdullah. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Throwing is Stafford. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Play fake here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First and 10, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The play clock's running down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now Trubisky on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Trubisky to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Tahir Whitehead coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Kerry Hyder in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Four down, check. Four down. Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney. Check. Leopard.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll take it at the 42. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down at Stafford. Pass incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A second down run for Abdullah. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run here. Abdullah. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, able to avoid him. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kerry Hyder in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Now let's go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On third down, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So we reach half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Still fighting. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Stafford. And that's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Abdullah running right. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go back to Abdullah on first. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So now it's 1st and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Complete. Richardson has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he is going to get... this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Finding room at the 30. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A good pickup there of 22.
With that type of force on contact, as an ex-DB, I expected the ball to come free. I really did. I thought that was going to be an incomplete pass. I've got to admire him catching it, taking the hit, and getting the first down.
Well, anytime on those crossing routes, middle third of the field, you know there's a possibility of a hit like that.
And just think, if you can do that as a receiver, what that does for you and your quarterback's relationship, his confidence in him has got to be super high, and he'll look for him every time on those big third down plays.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Philly. Here we go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19 Philly. Here we go.
On first down, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kerry Hyder in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Leopard.
Now it's Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. This is taken at the 23. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, 50.
On first down at Stafford. And that is incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They try the right side with Abdullah. And some room to maneuver. Amir Abdullah. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. Now Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Abdullah. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch it now, Barney. Say, Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, let's go. 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen were there faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go now.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff.
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring it possession return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kerry Hyder in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kerry Hyder in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Lions, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more